Welcome, Arena football fans. This is AFL Outsiders, as presented by AFL Fan Zone. And today I'm going to break down the LA Kiss and the Jacksonville Sharks, as the Saturday night ESPN special for the Arena Football League showcases the LA Kiss hosting the defending American Conference champion Jacksonville Sharks. Saturday, April 2nd, 2016 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Anaheim, California. It will be broadcasted on ESPN2 like I mentioned, so as long as you have ESPN2, you got the game, and you can even stream it online.
What to watch for?
The new look Kiss. LA came into the Arena Football League claiming they were going to have immediate success. They hired head coach Bob McMillan, who was the AFL Coach of the Year in 2013. But unfortunately for them, nothing came together in 2 years, as they won a combined 7 games in 2014 and 2015. So this offseason, McMillan stepped down, and the Kiss brought in an up-and-coming coach in Omar Smith, who was previously with San Jose and Arizona. This is Smith's first head coaching job, but he has experienced success everywhere he has been. With him, he brought in a handful of SaberCat players, and quarterback Nathan Stanley, cornerback Fred Obi, and 2 days ago, they brought in AFL Hall of Fame defensive back Cleavon Thomas. They have the talent on the field, but if there was a team to look at on how bringing in a bunch of stars works, there's no better team than Jacksonville. The Sharks did the exact same thing last year and stumbled out of the gate, losing their first 4 games. Speaking of the Sharks, how will the team rebound after losing Arena Bowl 28? They were highly touted last season after bringing in quarterback Tommy Grady, wide receiver Tiger Jones, and fullback Derek Ross. Like I mentioned before, they stumbled out of the gate, but by the time the playoffs started, they were one of the hottest teams in the league, even going into Philly and winning one of the best games in league history in the American Conference Championship game. Jacksonville brings back the entire offense from that Arena Bowl loss, but the 2015 AFL Defensive Player of the Year, Joe Sykes, refuses to report as he mulls retirement. Will Jacksonville be able to put away the negative thoughts of the loss, or they take that anger out against LA? Away teams in Week 1 are a resounding 3-0, and none of them were even close. Cleveland, Tampa Bay, and Portland all got embarrassed on their home field last night in 3 mostly non-entertaining games. It's tough to predict what a team will do when they travel 3 time zones west. To think that they're just going to wipe the floor with a rejuvenated team returning the best wide receiver in the league is far-fetched in my opinion. The best way to look at this is look at last season when Jacksonville went into LA as heavy favorites and walked out with a slim 41-35 victory to close out LA's 9-game losing streak.
Stats that matter.
92. That's how many passes Nathan Stanley, LA's new quarterback, threw last season as the backup to Eric Meyer for the league champion San Jose SaberCats. Stanley was a part-time starter in 2014 with the SaberCats, but he was always looking over his shoulder. This is the first year in a while that Stanley will go into a season as an unquestioned starter. But how long will it take to knock the rust off? Cleveland dealt with the same scenario last night as quarterback Chris Decker returned after sitting the bench the last 2 seasons behind Shane Austin, and he looked absolutely terrible before being benched in the second half. Luckily, LA's defense should be better than Cleveland's, which should keep LA from getting into a huge hole early and forcing Stanley into making bad decisions. 4-12. That was LA's record a season ago, but hidden within that number is the fact that LA went 0-8 before trading for multiple all-arena selection defensive back Rayshon Kaiser. After Kaiser was brought in, it was almost as if a switch was flipped for LA. After starting 0-8, they finished 4-4, including what was probably the biggest upset in league history when they went into San Jose and handed the SaberCats their only loss of the season. That game was Kaiser's best of the season as he finished with 9 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. Look for Kaiser to continue to be the catalyst for the LA Kiss as they try and earn their first winning season. 33. That's the amount of touchdowns Derek Ross scored in 2015. That is over twice as many rushing touchdowns than anyone else in the league. No single player rushes the ball more in the AFL than Derek Ross. His 147 attempts last season outpaced the second place rusher by 44 attempts. LA finished the last season middle of the pack against the run with the addition of defensive end Derek Summers. It will be interesting to see how successful Ross is tonight. Having said that, look for Jacksonville to go to him early and often as the strength of LA's defense really lies in their defensive backfield.
Now tell me, what's the bottom line?
A lot of people are thinking this may be the Kiss's last season, that the reason they brought in Smith, Stanley, and all the other ex-SaberCat players was to make one last hard push at a championship before they pull out of the league. Tonight's game against one of the league's most talented offenses will be a good test to see how this season will turn out for Los Angeles. As for Jacksonville, Getting a road win on the opposite side of the country would be a great start for a team that is looked at as the best team in the American Conference by some. But for me, I gotta go with the home team on this one. I think Jacksonville will be better in the long run, but for one night, on opening night, where the band Kiss will be playing an exclusive acoustic set for the fans, I think the Kiss hold the edge. I'm going with LA 55, Jacksonville 51, and a nail biter. Look for Donovan Captain Morgan to continue his assault on the record books now that he has a competent quarterback under center for the first time since he came to LA. Enjoy the game, everyone, and make sure you keep it locked on the AFL Fanzone Twitter page at AFL Fanzone during the game, as we'll keep you updated on all things Kiss and Jacksonville Sharks. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for the best arena football coverage you'll find on YouTube. Take it easy, everyone.